If elements in your Revit model are disappearing, showing in one view but not in another, or you feel Revit is behaving randomly, this video will fix that. Most of the time, Revit is not wrong. The problem is visibility and graphics. Once you understand this, you will stop wasting hours trying to fix missing elements. Visibility and graphics, also called VG, controls what you see and how you see it in a view. Every Revit view has its own visibility setting. That's why something can be visible in one view and hidden in another view. You can open visibility and graphics in two ways. First, press VG on your keyboard. Second, go to View tab and select Visibility and Graphics. Remember, VG settings are view specifics and they only affect the active view. In this video, we will learn how to overcome problems when an element is not visible in one of the views. Let's dive into Revit. To understand practically, let us have something model. To demonstrate the process, I will intentionally hide one or more walls in different ways and try to show you how to find it every time. This wall exists in the model, but now I will make these disappear in different ways. Your job is not to panic, but your job is to know the process. When more than one similar element is not appearing, that means you must go and check whether the category is turned on or not. So go to visibility and graphics and check if that category is turned on or off. Here we can see the wall category is turned off. We will switch it on. Now you can see your walls are appearing. Now, in this instance, you can see the framings are turned off. What we will do is we will go to visibility and graphics, and first of all, we will check whether the category is turned on or off. Here we can see the category is turned on, but still the beams are not visible. So the next check you will perform is you will check whether any of the subcategories are turned off. Here we can see the primary category of the beam is turned off. So we will try to turn on the subcategories. Now you see your beams are visible again. So if you will pick one of the beams, you will find the structural uses is primary, which is its a subcategory. In this scenario, three walls are turned on, but one wall is missing. If you check and you find that category and subcategory is turned on, but the wall is still not visible, then you should click Reveal Hidden Items. This tool should be your best friend. Now you see the wall is there. If you select the wall and from the ribbon, if you choose Unhide Elements and turn off the Reveal Hidden Element mode, then you have that wall visible in the view. Sometimes you have checked with the previous option, but still some of the elements are not visible. Now you should must be checking with the workset. Go to visibility and graphics and find out whether any of your worksets are turned off. In this instance, walls workset is turned off. So if we turn it on, we can see the walls are visible again. In other instance, if you have checked with all the possibilities of visibility graphics, as well you have checked with worksets and it says everything is visible. But notice something strange here. It says that walls workset is closed. So you must go to Worksets and turn the required workset open. It says it's open, no. So turn it open. So if we turn it on, we can see the walls are visible again. Now let's switch back to a plan mode. If we go to level 0, the walls are visible, but if we go to plan level 1, then the walls are not appearing. If you have checked first 3 points, then you must be checking view range. In this plan, you see that your plan is not capturing anything below level 1 and your walls are ending below level 1. So if we increase the view range in negative instance by some amount, you will be able to see your walls. Now, in this instance, your elements are not visible even you have checked with the previous points and your view range is also set to see the level below elements. Now, you should check whether your extent is cropping the view elements. So let us turn on the crop region and we'll try to extend it further to see whether the crop region is not picking the required elements. While working in a project with multiple phases, you will find that your elements are not visible. In the current instance, you can only see a flow, but all the walls and other elements are not visible. This is because the view phase does not match element phase. Currently, our view phase is saying that it is only viewing the existing elements, but the elements we have are appearing in new construction. So try changing the view phase. Let's switch it to new construction. And once switching it into new construction, we can see the new construction element. If we pick one of the wall, it says this was created in new construction. And the flow was visible in existing because this flow was created in existing condition. In the current scenario, your view is set to show the new construction, but still you can't see your new construction elements. The reason is the phase filter. The phase filter is now set to show only the previous and demolition element, but the elements we want to see are the new construction element. So try switching the phase filter to something which says either show all or you can choose none to remove any of the filters. Let's try go one by one. In none, you can see everything. Also, if you go to show all, you will see everything. And in show complete, you will see also everything as we have not modeled anything in demolition phase. You can refer to the phasing video tutorial of our channel for more information on phasing. If you are working with design options in Revit and suddenly your elements disappear because design option and visibility graphics can silently hide your model. Design options are used when you want to show multiple design possibilities in the same project. Here, what we have done is we have created floor in a separate design option and the rest of the elements within the main model. So if you will try with other visibility graphic options to turn on the floor, you will be failed. So go to visibility graphics and within design option, It is picking automatically the primary set. So we have done the floors in secondary. So in your projects, you must try switching in multiple design options to achieve the desired output. In some of the scenarios, even when a single wall is hidden and you have checked with all the possibilities, then you should go to visibility and graphics and check for filters. Sometimes you will find any of the filters are making your element hidden. In this condition, we have one filter named front wall, which is turning this front wall turned off. Let us turn its visibility on. In some of the instances, you will find that your element is not visible and you have checked with a lot of possibilities. But when you move your cursor around, you can find that element. In these scenarios, you pick that element and check whether that element has any of the filter overrides which are making the element invisible. It could be white color or transparency. So we go to filters and check there is a filter which is turning its line color to white, even its pattern to solid white. The element is visible but in background it's hidden. So let us disable the filter and the flow is visible again. In this instance, you can see your framings are appearing as a single line. You must check whether there is a issue with detail level. So the detail level is coarse and by default for framing it shows a line only. We will change this detail level to medium. Now you can see your beams again. In this instance, your floor is just appearing as four lines and there is no solid geometry appearing. This is because sometimes the elements are appearing fully transparent. For this, you should check whether any of the elements transparency is set to 100%. You can check in visibility and graphics. We go to floors, but here you can see there is no override has been made to floors, which means this could be a chance that it is made using override graphics in view. So here you can see it's transparent to 100%, which sometimes make element hidden. So we will reset these settings. Sometimes you can hover over the element, but it's not visible and you have checked with the previous settings also with the filter. There is one filter which is doing this and we can remove this filter, but still you will find that you have the same issues. The same issues can also persist if someone has done the same modification directly to the category. The same thing like filter, someone has made the flow color white and the background to a solid white. So let us clear these overrides from here. And now the floor is visible again. Sometimes you have checked with all the possibilities within the model, but you are still struggling to find out your element visibility. Sometimes the problem is not the view, but the family itself. Let us go into one of the beam families to find out from where a family element can be hidden. Sometimes the very simple issue is that your element is turned its visibility off. Sometimes the visibility graphics says that it's turned off in one of the default views. It could be turned off based on its detail level. In Beam, generally the Beam's 3D model does not appear in coarse, and it has two profiles. One appears in medium and the other one appears in fine visibility. So, if your element is not appearing and you have checked with all the possibilities within the model, try checking out that in family also. While working with other discipline models in coordination exercises, you will find you are not able to see the elements from a link model. The first check is to go into visibility graphics and check whether the link model is turned on or not. If your model is not turned on, you won't be able to see the model. Similar to our worksets, you must be checking the link model's workset if they are turned on or turned off. In this instance, your walls are turned off. They don't have any issues with categories, filters, workset, etc. But because your view is set to structural, you won't be able to see any architecture walls. Sometimes the issue is not with the elements, families, or links, but the issue with the discipline. The walls we have created are architecture walls, and the view is set to a discipline of a structural element. If you will try switching it to architectural, you will able to see the walls. Even that will work if you will choose coordination. Sometimes you have a section, and when you are looking into a section, you barely see anything. You have checked with all the possibilities. But sometimes the issue occurs with the far clip setting, that your section isn't looking far enough. Try increasing the far clip up to that far that you are picking those elements. Now we go back to the section. Now you can see your desired elements. In some other instances, you will find that you have checked with all the possibilities, but due to some software glitches and graphic issues, you are still not able to see your elements. In those scenarios, it is recommended that you duplicate your views to fix the problem. Sometimes you will find that your view is not showing the desired element, and when you are reaching out to visibility and graphics, it shows everything grayed out. To overcome this issue, you must check whether there is a view template assigned to this. If there is a view template, you can either set it to none, which will allow you to modify the visibility graphics as you want. And if you don't want to set it to none, you can choose and modify the visibility graphics templates as per your need. Sometimes you will find that your visibility isn't working for the link models as desired when you are working in different phases. To overcome these scenarios, you must map your phases in the link model. To do so, pick the link model, edit its type, and go to phase mapping. Whenever something disappears, check in this exact order: category, hidden in view, view range and crop region, filters, phasing, work sets, family setting, and view templates. If you are fixing visibility again and again, you are doing it wrong. You must be choosing view templates. In the coming videos, I will try to show you how view templates solve your problem permanently. If you have learned anything new from this video, please like and please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.